Oh, fucking crypto. Okay, so I have been asked to cover this by people. So there are now like 4 VTuber card games, chat. And I'm not in any of them. There are like 4 VTuber card games at this point. And another one, VCard, launched... VCard launched recently. VCard launched recently, and apparently... I did see a lot of my friends opening boxes of this, but apparently the launch has been real bad. The launch has been real bad. So let's take a look at it.
Okay, who wants to talk about drama? Ooh, I love drama. So, who loves trading card games? I know I do. I am a notorious trading card game enjoyer, despite what 90% of my YouTube channel, maybe. Shout out to Konami. Thanks for not killing my family. But one thing that trading card game enjoyers love is big booby anime art. So,
true.
GamerSupps made a TCG introducing VCard Rising Stars First Edition. 50 plus creators in the game, 50 artists bringing the heat, 200 plus cards to collect. Don't miss out, this is the beginning. And when I heard about this, I was like, oh my god, this is like pretty sick. You know, it might be like a VTuber trading card game. It's gonna be like Weiss, except maybe
Which he did not know, apparently, that if he didn't know there were already multiple of these games, you know, like Rift Runners.
pretty good. I feel like Weiss is already pretty good, I'll say it. We got like Cinder, we have like I think Fauna's in this game still somehow. You have Shy Lily. Like, in concept.
Yeah, it seems like they targeted a lot of bigger creators for this. They, like, you know, where there's, like, a big distribution. In Rift Runners, there's a big distribution of different creators. Like, I know, you know, Taka's in it, Nagi's in it, Kari's in it. Like, there's tons and tons of different people, right? This, they specifically only went for this very specific, like, tier of Twitch content creator of a very specific viewership range.
Pretty good idea. How could this go wrong?
Only the big people? I think so, yeah. It does different gameplay, too. I think Void mentioned that the gameplay is actually pretty good for this game.
Well, before this website went like 100% live, this learn to play thing did not exist.
Oh.
And if you search, also, you may notice that it says ships 12 to 16 weeks after pre-sale.
What?
It's because...
What? Why aren't you pre-producing anything? Why is everything's pre-sold? What? You're really printing to ship on a card game? Bro, Voidwave just put a fucking box in my goddamn hands at a convention.
Originally, if you wanted the original release, it shipped 3 to 4 weeks after. It shipped 3 to 4 weeks. That was the average.
Yeah.
By the way, you could not ship to international because international shipping was $20 or something, plus the 12% custom tax. So shout out to France. This is the unlimited run where 12 to 16 weeks after pre-sale. Yep, you'll get this in 4 months. It's not really something. Yeah, nobody. I guarantee you, nobody will remember this card game.
Dude, and a $35 binder? Dude, I can buy a nice monster binder for like 15 bucks. Why? This is probably the paging in it. It probably isn't even that nice.
Is by winning rounds. And when you win 5 rounds, that is where you get whatever it's called.
Wait,
now, you may notice that
each match is a best of 5? Oh, Jesus.
This thing says the winner of the game claims the entire prize pool. We will get to that.
No. No! No way! No! No way! No! Are they bringing back Auntie? No! No way! Fucking 35 years ago! Dude! Gamba! What are you fucking insane? Dad, you can't do that! You can't bring back Auntie, you motherfuckers! No!
If you do not draw a power card...
No, so Auntie... Okay, I have to try to explain this. Magic the Gathering, in the first, like, 3 to 4 sets that released, had a mechanic called Auntie. The anti-mechanic would be like, it would be like a card where it would say, like, each of you would, like, flip the top card of your library and put it into an anti-pile, and then whoever won the duel would win all of the cards. It was literal gambling. It was hold on. Let me see if I can show you. Let me see if I can show you some anti-cards. Does this have pictures of the cards on it? Yeah, okay, here's some examples. Yes, perfect. Okay, so here's some examples of anti in Magic the Gathering. Yeah, it was a keyword. Anti was designed by Richard Garfield and introduced in alpha. It made it up, printed it, let's see. Every card referring to anti is no longer made, and all of the cards referring to anti have been banned in every sanctioned format. The last card mentioned to mention anti was Timmerman Fiends, printed in 1995's Homelands expansion. Yeah, they are strictly forbidden. Here's some examples of what the anti-mechanic was like. Okay, so like Contract from Below. It's a 1 black sorcery. Remove Contract from Below from your deck before playing it if you're not playing for ante. Discard your hand and add the top card of your library to the ante, then draw 7 cards. So it was like a risk-reward mechanic because you would get a really good effect, but you would potentially lose cards in your deck if you lost the duel. Like, you would literally have to give them to your opponent, right? Or remove Joker from your deck if you're not playing for ante, because you would also choose not to play for ante if you didn't want to. Put Jewel Bird into the ante. If you do, put all of the cards you own in the ante into your graveyard, then draw a card. So you could like swap that. You could just put Jewel Bird and swap that out so you didn't lose any of your good cards in your deck. People actually would anti Black Lotuses, chat. They would anti Black Lotuses and like Time Walks and Ancestral Visions and Moxes and Dual Lands, like whole 9 yards. Okay, Timberman's Field. 3 black, sacrifice Timberman's Field. The owner of target artifact may ante the top card of their library. If that player doesn't, exchange ownership of the artifact Timberman's Field, put the artifact card into your graveyard and Timberman's Field from anywhere into that player's graveyard. The change in ownership is permanent. So you would just actually take someone's card, yeah. I like that it says that it's legal to do in casual games where local law allows it. Yeah. Game is highly illegal to do for minors, which is the card games. Yeah, that's why they got rid of it. That's literally why they got rid of it. Yeah, here, quickly, let's read the description real quick. If players agree to play for ante, at the beginning of the game, before drawing starting hands, each player puts a random card from their library into the ante zone. The winner of the game receives permanent ownership of all cards in that zone. Several cards interact with the ante mechanic or card's ownership. And all those cards have the added text, remove this card from your deck before playing if you're not playing for ante. Ante was intended to introduce an element of gambling to Magic and to provide an element of risk that players with better cards wouldn't always win. But it proved unpopular as many players did not like risking the loss of their cards. There were also concerns with Wizards of the Coast that playing for ante may result in official tournaments being legally recognized as gambling, where that to occur, tournament venues might require gambling licenses or be forced to comply with other legal regulations. As a result, playing for ante is now classified as an unofficial format variant. Cards referring to it as no longer made. Yeah, exactly. See, and it's strictly forbidden. Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it. Don't tell about the mechanic it says World of the Coast Hasbro. Yeah, oh no. Oh yeah, no. We can't let them know about that today. They try to implement it immediately. But yeah, so that's ante, and I guess maybe they're bringing it back in this fucking game, which is insane if true.
Opening 7, you shuffle your whole hand and then draw back up to 6. If you do not have a power card after the mulligan, you lose the round. First thing that comes to mind.
What?
I lose this round. I still can't play a power card, and I'm allegedly only allowed 1 mulligan. And by the way, I can't draw an additional card.
Huh?
Because the maintenance phase, I have to draw up to 5, but I'll have 6 cards in hand. So how does that work? What happens if I draw a card for the beginning of my turn, but, I still don't draw a power card? Like, do I just lose? What does my opponent battle? Additionally, deciding who goes first, you basically put your power card and your opponent's power card into, like, the active zone. It's like Pokemon. Okay. And then you reveal, and then, if they happen to have the same power, you compare the elements to like see which one has the weaker element, and if yours has like a better element, yours will go first.
Brother, just roll dice. Brother, I've been rolling dice for fucking 30 years. We don't just roll some fucking dice. You don't need it's 1d6, brother. You don't even don't not even coin flip, dude. 1d6 is so easy. What are we doing?
But if it's a draw, you play RPS anyways?
Huh?
Why wouldn't it just make it like random to begin with who starts? Like you could say it's maybe for like the mind game. Oh, by the way, if yours has less power, you go first, which is so fucking stupid, but whatever. During the battle phase, players may play at least one card a round or the round is lost. Players can play one mascot and one support card a turn. 2 cards total unless an effect states otherwise, before they pass the turn to the opponent. Players alternate turns playing cards until one player has no more cards to play, or if one player is ahead in power level for more than 2 of their own turns.
Can we just only play Magic, chat? People trying to figure out new rules for game mechanics it just makes my brain boil whenever I listen to them try to describe it.
So, there are 2 ways you can read this. Either there's the game, which is the...
Some of the comments said that this reeks of ChatGPT built rules because GPT often suggests the anti-mechanic. Oh, really? Oh, really?
How do we play? Did they say the deck size has no maximum? Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Chat,
what?
Catch me at Anime Expo when this game...
There is no maximum deck size. Okay, so we're going to have that dual judge combo from the Magic tournament where they played that multiple 100 card deck that they had to have multiple people to shuffle. Okay. Oh my god.
Game has like an on-site booth. I'm showing up with literally every card. 5 million. How many cards did they say? 250 cards. Multiply that before. I'm showing up with a 1,000 card main deck. You guys about to fucking witness God. And by the way,
I hope he constantly draws cards that make him shuffle his deck. In time for the 2,000 Bots of Greed deck. Oh my god, dude. I'm back, chat. And yes, it is exactly like this. It is exactly like this. If you're wondering, there's a 60 card is the upper limit for Yu-Gi-Oh deck is because someone once entered in a tournament with 2,222 card deck with the intent of wasting as much time as possible by shuffling it frequently. There are pictures of the deck box and list. Yeah, this is they were judges actually. They were Yu-Gi-Oh judges. They were trying to force the issue with Konami because Konami refused to do anything about it. It had been a complaint for a while, and because the tournaments had been stalled by people with giant, like not decks this size, but very large decks. Just wasting everyone's fucking time. And so they were so tired of this shit that they're like, fuck this. We're going to make it such a fucking scene that Konami has to... And what do you know? The next week, the rule had been changed by Konami. Fucking idiots. Konami's so incompetent, it hurts.
A prize pool mechanic. Both players have a set prize pool and discard area. If you lose a round, instead of putting it into your discard area, you put it into your prize pool, which is claimed by the victor of the game.
No! I was right! No! You have to be fucking... No! You can't bring back... I actually believe what one of you guys said about how these rules were created by fucking ChatGPT and these people don't know what a fucking card game is. Because why? Who the fuck would bring Ante back? They can't do that. They literally can't do that. They straight up can't do that. Why? I have some real criticisms for my friends right now. I have some real criticisms for my friends right now. People who were involved in this game, people who have cards in this game, people who did box openings. Did none of you do any research? Do none of you know anything about card games or the legality of gambling? Because you just endorsed a card game where one of the central mechanics is fucking gambling. Yeah, you could say, well, it's fine because all VTuber, like, the people who are fans of these VTuber characters are going to be adults anyway because they're 18 plus streamers. Sure, whatever. But this is, like, straight up, this is insane. To be fair to them, the fucking rules weren't even out at the time. Well, yeah, that's true. Okay, I will I'll maybe give a little bit of a break to those who ended up in the game, right? Because they probably didn't. They were just told I'm going to be involved in a card game, and they were like, okay, that's cool, right? But to anyone who has actively been doing openings this past week, I got a lot of criticisms for this. You had access to these cards. You had access to these rules. And you promoted it? You opened these packs? You showed it off to your audience? Like, if you're the rules, you should not promote it. Yeah. I'm actually really incensed. This is not good. This is not, you know what? I'm making a tweet. Hold on. I'm going to the Voshi website. I'm getting this rule snipped out. I'm making a fucking tweet. They could have settled a lot of the issues by just replacing the prize logic with eat X spoonfuls of spoiled caviar or something. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is, yeah. The snipping tool has highlighted our extras. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Okay. I did not know that. Ugh. Okay, well, let's watch the rest of this video, because I'm actually, like, really, as a TCG player, I'm actually really fucking mad that multiple people I know have promoted this fucking game, and just did not do any research into what is, that's gambling. You're promoting a game that is promoting gambling. Straight up, something that is that is extremely looked down upon. Like, also, by the way, could you also highlight in the area of the white text that I sent, could you highlight the area that says, let's see, there were also concerns by Wizards of the Coast that playing for ante might result in official tournaments being legally recognized as gambling. Were that to occur, tournament venues may require gambling licenses. That sentence, basically, that sentence. Could you highlight that sentence too? What's the likelihood of this being AI generated? It's honestly pretty high.
So that means...
So this is a big problem. This is actively promoting gambling. And obviously, I doubt VCard is going to be a game that is produced and made for kids, right? It's got Shia Lily, it's got a lot of other like 18 plus creators in it. This is very clearly for adult VTuber fans, right? But like, I mean, the promotion of gambling through a trading card game, regardless, is not something I'm particularly a big fan of. I'm not particularly a big fan of the promotion of anyway. And tons of people have been actively opening these boxes and promoting this game to their audiences. And I'm going to be real, I'm not really okay with that. I'm really disappointed in people that they haven't done any kind of research on this game to find out like what they're actually selling to their audiences. You know, like, this is basically, just like he said in the video, this is basically just a purchasable, like, trading card collectible game. Like, it's not even, like, what is the point of playing this game if the mechanics are this bizarre and loopy and strange? It seems like it's just something that is meant to sell you on, oh, I want to have Cinder cards, I want to have Shelly cards, I want to have, you know, what have you. I want to have, just own these cards and put them in a binder and look at them because they're shiny. It doesn't matter if it's intended to be 18 plus, it's still gambling anyway. Yeah. I know the VTuber said he doesn't like it because they're more focused on the cards as a collectible rather than it being a playable game. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a big issue. And like, another thing that, a criticism that I have of this game too, is that it seems like they have only really targeted specifically the largest creators on Twitch, right? Like, and I get it to an extent, like, of the marketing of it, right? Of you're trying to get the widest breadth of huge creators, over a certain regular viewership number, so that you can try to draw in a bunch of people, right? That's, I understand that, but it is, I don't know, it feels very cynical to me. You know what I mean? It feels very cynical when that's what you're trying to do. When you are specifically only targeting like people who with 1,000 plus CCV, because you're trying to just get as many people to buy this game, and it almost feels not like a scam, but like a quick buck flip. You know what I mean? I mean, on paper, it's a brilliant model, but you buy packs to make your deck, then you pay, lose your cards, so you need to buy more packs. True. You just need to get more and more and more. Yeah. Oh, by the way, thank you for the follows, everybody, as you were coming in. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But let's be real, it wasn't even made as a TCG. That fandom collectibles first and foremost. Yeah. That's true. A lot of VTubing fandom is very much they buy things. They buy things specifically for collectability, right? I mean, I'm on that same boat, right? Like, I actively buy things to put them on the shelf. I have. I have like all my Takamura Takako standee. I've got my Mari in standee. I've got like many various different plushies and Fumos from different people that I like, from Grimmy to Bat to Hina. Like, and yeah, that stuff's supposed to do nothing but be collected and be set on a shelf. Like, it's true. Let's see. Then, of course, they choose the streamers that aren't partnered with its gamer subs. It's going to use the biggest part of pullers they have. Yeah, it makes sense. Even if you do the say, oh, they're 18 plus creators, gambling is 18 plus worldwide. Like, Yuki House of Commons has a petition to push gambling up to 25 plus. Yeah. I mean, regardless, I'm just kind of morally opposed to pushing gambling. Like, I'm just not a big fan of it. Like, I've always been that way, right? I'm very anti loot boxes. I think you should be able to buy skins, regardless of pricing. I don't really care about pricing. Like, I didn't really even have a problem with a $500 league skin. It's like, whatever. If you want to buy a $500 league skin, you buy a $500 league skin. You don't need it. It's a skin. It's not going to make you better at the game. It's irrelevant to me. I don't think it matters. But if you put the $500 league skin in a case that has 0.001% chance of rolling it, and people roll $500 to $1,000 just worth of cases just to open it, then I've got a problem, because you are encouraging them to. They think, oh, I could win it with like $20, $30. Next thing you know, their credit card's maxed out. That's a problem for me. That's a problem for me. Isn't pulling cards technically Gamba? Technically, but not. I don't know. So that's yes and no. I think that opening, if we want to go with the most black and white definition, yes, opening card packs is Gamba, but you can just buy singles, right? You can someone else can open the packs for you, and then you can individually buy cards. Almost all card games have this mechanic where you can just buy cards. Plus, there are a lot of pre-made decks products where you can just buy it and you know exactly what you're going to get into with it. This game has a pot of greed and a delinquent duo in it. This game was hardly QA tested. It's hilariously broken. Wait, what? Wait, they just printed like a delinquent doing a pot of greed style effect? Please tell me you don't have a merch of that weird sicko Arthur Rabbit. Unfortunately, I do. Hold on. Oh, man. Dude, Aki, show me the cards. I'm actually... Oh, the dog is on her way. Hello? Okay. Hello?
Oh, okay. So, when I first looked into this game, this game has 2 cards. One of them lets you draw 2 cards, but if you have the other card, you can play it for free. So there's 2 cards. One of them, let me check real quick what they are, because I posted it somewhere. Okay, so one card called Happiness Chan. It's a support card that lets you draw 2 cards. But upon playing Happiness Chan, you may also play Cyanide Chan this turn if it's a part of your hand. Cyanide Chan. The opponent discards 2 cards from their hand. Upon playing Cyanide Chan, you can also play Happiness Chan this turn. What the fuck? That is so unbelievably broken. Who the fuck QA tested this game?
What?
Like, actually, you can play both of these back to back on one turn. That is absurdly broken.
His fans. That's
and you can have multiple copies of the same card.
Wait, yeah, you can have up to 4, right?
Yes, you can chain them. It is awful. It's actually genuinely fucking awful. Just like at that point, force a mulligan. Like you could force somebody to lose up to 8 cards in one turn and draw 8 cards in one turn. What the absolute fuck? Oh, by the way, if someone loses their entire hand, like if you have no hand, it's an automatic loss. which makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, no, I heard and if you don't draw specific cards, right? Like you don't draw specific VTuber cards, and you automatically lose, or at least the mechanics are very confusing with it.
The other thing is that if you put prize cards down, you lose those prize cards permanently.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, no, we're talking. That's it. That is gambling. That is the anti-mechanic from Magic the Gathering, early 1990s. That is gambling. I'm drafting a tweet right now. I'm drafting a tweet to call out everyone for promoting this game. They're promoting a gambling game. Like,
yeah, no. Like okay. I will just say this. At its core, like, yeah, good art, good whatever, but the mechanics, they need to fix them. Like, genuinely, like, the mechanics are unplayable. Like, you cannot play this game like at a legitimate level. Like, if you do a tournament, like, people are going to lose extremely valuable cards.
Well, it should be noted. So this is, I'm going to give it benefit of the doubt and a little bit of a fairness here. It is an optional mechanic, and so this is probably not something that is going to be done. Also, here the tweet's up, chat. By the way, the tweet is up. This is a optional mechanic, so it is probably not going to be used in the tournament setting. But the fact that it is in any way been put into, so it actually, a lot of people have been mentioning this brings into question if this game, the rules were ChatGPT generated, because people have used ChatGPT to make trading card game rules, and it will often suggest ante as a mechanic.
My thing is that, like, with just these two cards alone, when I first played it, it's just like, if you could just have so many multiple cards, like, right off the bat, and force like someone to just immediately have to scoop. It's just not like the rulings and the way that the mechanics for the cards are just not intuitive. It's like really like old school MTG without any sort of restriction. And like it's like,
wait, it wasn't
Black
optional.
Lotus.
Wait. Does anyone have screenshots of the website saying that the mechanic was not optional at launch? Was this archived? Was it archived that it did not say it was optional at launch? Because that makes it even worse.
My understanding, it wasn't at one point, but yeah. I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention too much to it, but
crazy.
I did a little play test of it. It was yeah.
You played it and it was
Yeah,
I heard Bat played it and it was as well.
Yeah. I think my opinion on it is that, like, if you want a card game that has, like, really pretty art, then yeah, buy it. But otherwise, I don't really see, like, actually playing it, because the game mechanics are just so...
I didn't even realize this. This is through Gamersupps?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's because Shy Lily owns like a partnership with them. Like they're pretty big into Gamersupps right now.
Wait,
I mean,
why?
I know Jay Schlott still owns it.
I literally can't find the. I'm on the VCard collections. I can't find the how to play page on here.
Oh, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, maybe I'm blind, because I wanted to see it. I'm trying to pull up the page so I can put in the Wayback Machine and look at and take a look at it.
I'm trying to find it. I remember someone posting about it.
You need to look again. Yeah, if you could drop the link to me real quick.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, here.
Yeah. Someone already beat you to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let me drop Learn to Play. So we're gonna go to the Wayback Machine. We're gonna go to let's look at prior screenshots of this website as of a few days back.
Another funny thing.
What?
There is a minimum requirement of 50 cards, but there's no maximum.
Yes, we talked about that. Yeah, there's no maximum hand size, which we brought up the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Like 2,222 card deck as an example. Because you know the story of that deck? That Konami was basically refusing to change the rules and adapt it so that there would be a deck limit. And so a couple of judges were like, fuck this. Fuck this.
Yeah.
We're going to make them do something about it. And they brought that giant deck, slowed the entire tournament to a crawl because they'd had issues at previous tournaments from people bringing like 200, 300 card decks. Oh my God, you're right! No way! Holy shit!
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta. Okay, hold on. I'm posting this under in a comment under the tweet. You guys were right. This was not optional.
Yeah, you think that tournaments would not have it? No, absolutely. And then they changed it because people got like concerned about accidentally losing rare cards. So apparently the Happiness Chan and Cyanide Chan has text correction. The printed version of the full art cards contains incorrect text. The correct text is shown on the website and standard cards is that upon playing this card, you may also play the other hand of this turn. The incorrect text they had was, if you play both Cyanide Chan and Happiness Chan this round, you may remove one of your opponent's Mascard cards from play. It's already busted. Why do you need even more? What the absolute shit is this?
Yeah, another tweet is saying, yeah, look, chat. Fucking look. Let me big screen it. Yeah, the goal of VCard is to be the first player to score 5 points by winning the rounds in a 1v1 card battle. Winning a round also adds your opponent's played cards to the prize pool. The winner of the game claims the entire prize pool. No optional, like it says. You see in my tweet, it says optional. Optional. Not optional on launch.
It's just playable. It's just, you play for keeps.
It's just the game dropped with gambling as a key mechanic. And for the past week, people have been actively streaming themselves opening these boxes with zero idea how the game is played. And no, I'm straight up, I'm really disappointed in everyone. I'm really disappointed in people. Like, how could you, there's no research at all. Zero research. None. Someone hasn't told them that will run afoul of anti-gambling laws? Yeah.
I think a big problem is that, I think the booster boxes I don't remember. I have to go check. Did the booster boxes release with a instruction manual in it? Because I don't remember. Maybe someone has bought it here and knows. I don't think it came with no. I don't remember mine. It just had packs in it. Oh, that's right. It's a QR code.
Oh,
it's a QR code. That's right. Yep. It's on the top. I see it now. Yeah.
Hey,
it's a QR code. But here's the thing. Rift Runners has an instruction manual on the first box.
Yeah, no,
like an actual printed box.
Dude, I have like 5 of those instruction manuals in my closet. He paid Void Wave went of his way. I want to make this clear. I'm not like biased towards Void Wave. And in saying this, I'm just like making a comparison. Void Wave put a manual in every single starter box of the first set. A full manual on how to play the game. It was there by default in these boxes. He didn't have to do that. There was a million ways he could have saved on money, but he specifically wanted to make sure that the mechanics were understood, and it was the only way you could buy. I mean, well, you could buy loose packs too, but like it would come with an instruction manual as well. He would ship it with it. So, like,
I mean, I think the good thing is that the rules were updated and like they didn't double down on it.
yeah,
But at least like my issue is they released like that,
yeah.
and a lot of people did not know, which could be potential problem.
If Void Waves stuck gambling mechanics and Rip Runners, I'm sure you'd call him out just as hard. Oh God, I would drag him on stream and I'd rip his asshole open like in an instant. Are you kidding me? Yeah, no, no. This is abysmal. This is abysmal. I will say this very clearly. I am not spreading that the rules of this game are ChatGPT enhanced. That they were helped written by ChatGPT. We do not know that. We do not know that definitively. I will simply say, though, that people have said that a lot of times when ChatGPT suggests rules, anti is a mechanic that is implemented. Regardless, though, the fact that this got through playtesting, if it was even playtested, and the anti mechanic was kept in the game for the entire time is an utter failure of everyone who worked on this game. That is absolutely insane. That, like, and as Aki's been constantly mentioning, the mechanics of this game are also just utterly broken and untested, and like they don't have a card limit, and this game does not seem very good. It does not seem very good. In my personal opinion, as a trading card player, someone who has been playing trading cards since he was 15 years old, even younger, honestly. I played Yu-Gi-Oh when I was like 10. I have played Yu-Gi-Oh! I played it competitively. I was very competitive with Magic the Gathering for a very long time. I'm still good at the game. I still play it actively. I play a little bit of Pokemon here and there. But I can say definitively, as a trading card game player, looking at these mechanics, looking at this game, this is absolutely just embarrassing. This is an embarrassing game that it was released in this state. Web release rules update is the same shit that Wizard does for every other fucking 3.5 release because they just stopped caring. Release shit, then dealt with the post it's a sales gamble. My face when I want to release a merch cash app and suddenly I'm getting sued by gambling. Well, you wouldn't get sued. So here's the thing. This is the thing.
Wait.
It wouldn't be lawsuits. There wouldn't be anything like that. It just means that like this game couldn't be played in like card game stores. Basically, people would just say you can't play that here. Like that would be it. But I doubt this is going to be played in card game stores anyway.
Oh, I forgot that work-life balance is a card. So work-life balance is, it's a support card where you choose one of the following options. You can discard any number of cards from your hand and gain +1 power level for each card you discarded. So if you discarded like 6 plus ones or whatever, you can add +1 power level to whatever front card you have.
Yeah.
However, the second option is kind of fucked.
Oh?
Shuffle your entire discard pile into your deck and then draw a card. Just refresh your entire deck for free. Why not?
Oh.
Sure, why not? Let's fuck with it.
I wonder, so here's a key question I have, a very key question I have is, do people, like, does anyone care enough about this game to design, to just break the format wide open? Does anyone care enough about playing this game that someone who's very good at TCG is going to pick this game up, kick its mechanics up, and just make an unwinnable tier 0 deck, an unbeatable tier 0 deck?
You're saying, is anybody willing to make an actual meta deck and destroy
Yes, is anyone willing to actually take the time to make a meta deck? Yeah, who is good at the game, who knows how to like properly identify card mechanics?
Someone who probably gives a shit and has been playing games for a very long time. I don't know if necessarily there's anybody in particular that would do that. I know, like, there's a lot of... I mean, given how many fans there are and how many people, like, are in this card game, because you have Megalodon, Shylily, Buff Pup, you have Doki. Like, there's a lot of really high profile...
Wait, Doki's in this game?
Mm-hmm. Doki Bird's in this game.
It's... Because, like, I'm not
Toki's in this game, Nanners is in this game.
I'm not gonna criticize the people who got in because they probably didn't know what the mechanics were gonna be when they got signed. But I will criticize anyone past February 1st, no, the January the 30th, who has done a box opening of this game. I absolutely criticize you for it because the mechanics were right up there on the website, plain as day, for the past week and a half. It's been right there that the anti-mechanic is staring us in the face. And you're going to tell me that you, your team, nobody you knew notices? The only reason I didn't notice this yet is because I went to a convention and then have been incredibly busy since. I've been catching up on other things. I haven't gotten around to even looking into the Vyoshi situation. But it's like all it took was one glance as a TCG player, one singular glance to know that this shit's no good.